Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Good Morning Soul, another short film review, and another look at the Netflix series Love, Death, Robots. And today we're talking about the third installment in the franchise, which is The Witness. And I don't really like that title. Like the other ones, like Sonny's, whatever it was called, Blade or Edge. That's like the title, but I feel like I've seen or played like 10 different video games or movies called The Witness already, but whatever. So this short film is about a young woman who witnesses a murder, basically. And by the way, before we actually get into the plot here, this is animated very similarly to a movie I am utmost fond of called Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. You might have heard of it. And doing more research, because that was the first thing I did when the special was over, I found out that the director is one of the creative animators from that movie. I don't know his whole background or like everything he's ever worked on, but I know enough that he worked on that film and he made this one, so that's pretty cool. It's nice just to see like even like smaller people from something I really like are able to do more extravagant things. And it's so fucked up that like we could have like, I would say that I'm a pretty positive movie reviewer. Like, I like most films I watch, I would say. Like, if you look at, like, my ratings, like, on a bell curve, like, usually it's, like, leaning on, like, a 7 out of 10. But I have a bell. Some people have, like, zigzag, bullshit-ass, scores. But no, I'm an even critic. Anyway, it's just bullshit that, like, I feel like most film and most of the shit that comes out of studios that have $1 million budgets like this, like, are able to make so much more, but like sometimes they can't even put out a good product after all that. And I feel like we could have more creative shit like this. This is 12 minutes long and it's so captivating. Anyway, the story is about a young woman who witnesses a murder. She's basically in her like apartment or something, and the other guy's in a hotel. It's weird. Just readjusting the mic. This might be popping in and out. I apologize. Basically, this guy, like, he's dressed like I don't know. He's dressed as if he's like a rock star movie guy, but like he's on his Sunday off. And basically, this woman he just murders, we look down at her, and it looks just like the main girl, who saw the murder. So it's like confusing at first, like why that happens. I thought maybe there's more meaning to that. I guess I kind of just wrote it off, you know. I see a bunch of shit that doesn't make sense to me all the time. I just ignore it. Anyway, this woman, she takes off, and this guy, he takes off, and eventually they're in the middle of the street chasing each other. He is kind of stumbling around because she's like throwing like boxes and shit in the way. They're really within a crowded space, but like I don't see that many like people jumping out to help. But it's animated beautifully is the most important thing. Like, this is very reminiscent of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, even with the like what is like the pop-up words like boom, pow, like in certain areas. And it does have that kind of boxy Borderlands video gamey animation style. And I think it is probably the best thing about this film is the way that it looks. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Carrying on though through this gorgeous looking chase, eventually we arrive at a strip club. The main girl, she's basically looking for a guy named Vladimir. She keeps talking, like, she calls Vladimir. She's like, where are you? Goes into the strip club trying to find Vladimir. Our serial murderer, let's just call him, because we know he killed this girl. There's no way he didn't, but I assumed he had like some kind of amnesia problems because he just looks bewildered. And there are moments in the film where he'll even yell out to her like, wait a minute, and he's not like, wait a minute, I'm gonna kill you. He's literally just like, wait a minute, like, let me talk to you. So we don't even understand his full mindset here. But the woman goes into it's a strip club basically, and it's not even a strip club, it's a weird ass fucking strip club. Like the main guy is like this gender fluid, let's just say, weird ass motherfucker dressed in a crazy ass BDSM get up. Crazy. And this is on Netflix, by the way, and my fucking kids will probably have a Netflix account growing up. It's fucking weird. This guy, he's literally like, you want to see some pussy? And it's literally just this montage of weird ass fucking bondage people walking around this crazy ass place. And eventually we see the girl. We see and she has this very distinct design, by the way, which I didn't talk about, because she's like doing her makeup when this happened, and she like smeared like purple lipstick, and it's instantly like the most aesthetic thing about her. Even like as she's doing the strip club routine, it looks like she did that on purpose. But she basically she works here. This is her thing. She can't find Vladimir. She just gets up on stage, does her job. Oh, I didn't even mention like the taxi chase scene thing. Sorry about that, but carrying on, she basically has her routine. This guy he gets put on a sofa next to like these weird ass fucking girls, and they're all over him. Not just all over him, they are like trying to rape him. And eventually they make eye contact with one another, and she takes off. He pushes the weird ass the strippers off of him, and he starts chasing her. And eventually we see Vladimir. He's basically the muscle of the strip club, I guess. He's kind of like the pimp to her a little bit, I would assume. But he's a little bit tied up. He's having a fun time experimenting with some drugs and other things you would do at a strip club. And he's busy doing that, so she's like, okay, I'm just gonna take off. You're not very helpful right now. And this guy chases her. Eventually they run into a random building. She gets cornered, and it seems like he's just gonna talk to her, but no. He attempts to murder her, succeeds. She's dead. He's looking down on her. Oh my god, I completely fucked that all up. It goes the other way around, because she had a gun this entire time that she got from Vladimir, and she's able to shoot him, and for a moment it looks like he killed her, but she actually kills him, and she's looking down at his body. His blood is on her hands, and then she looks over and she sees somebody just witnessed her murder this guy, and it looks just like him. So I guess these two are in some kind of weird, endless witnessing of the other one's murder, and that's some kind of weird afterlife torture that they have to go through. Which I don't know if the entire world around them is on repeat with them. Maybe. Because eventually Vladimir will be okay, and he'll be able to give her some muscle, or just 100 other scenarios, you know? I've seen other films like this. I reviewed one where it was like a man trying to find like an ant or a bug, and it turns out to be a little version of him. So the moment he squishes it, a giant version of him squishes him, and it's just this endless portal to like infinite circle. But anyway, that's The Witness. I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10. It was trippy. It was artsy. It was all the shit that I like. The plot wasn't big on, but the character designs, everything else, kind of carried it over. Like, it just seemed like they needed maybe something else to do other than run away from each other. Like, they needed to have some kind of battle of the minds, or at least talk to each other, do something. But anyway, that's just my opinion. That is my review of The Witness. I will see you guys on the next edition of Good Morning Soul, and until then, with that, I leave you.